For decades, the great white shark was the undisputed ruler of the ocean, the apex of apex predators, the animal that nothing hunted. That was before the cameras rolled. In June 2023, off the coast of Mossel Bay, South Africa, a marine conservationist named Esther Jacobs received a call about 2 orcas in the area. She jumped on a boat and headed towards Seal Island. What she witnessed in the next 2 minutes would be described by researchers as unprecedented and deeply unsettling. A single orca named Starboard hunted and killed a 2.5-meter great white shark completely alone. No pod, no coordinated attack. Just one orca, one great white, and a surgical outcome that ended in under 2 minutes, with Starboard carrying the shark's liver in its mouth as it passed alongside the boat. Researchers watching the footage describe the moment as a turning point in how we understand ocean predation. But here's what makes this story far bigger than one kill. Over the course of 5 years, researchers tracked 14 GPS-tagged great white sharks as they fled the area the moment orcas appeared. Sightings of great whites dropped dramatically across multiple bays. In Gansbai, one of the most famous great white aggregation sites on Earth, the sharks have been effectively absent since 2015. An area that once drew researchers and divers from around the world to observe these animals in their natural habitat. Gone. And the culprits have names. Port and Starboard are a pair of adult male orcas, identified by their rare and distinct collapsed dorsal fins. Port's fin collapses to the left, Starboard's to the right, hence the nautical names. Researchers believe they first started targeting great whites as far back as 2015. It wasn't until 2022 that aerial footage first captured them making a kill. What that footage revealed was not a chaotic predator attack. It was something far more disturbing. It was precision. To take down their prey, the orcas flipped the sharks onto their backs, inducing a state of complete paralysis called tonic immobility. While the shark is frozen and helpless, they open it up and surgically extract the liver. In one documented incident, a group of 5 female orcas attacked a young great white, removed its liver, and shared it between the pod. A few minutes later, the same group attacked a second young great white. Same technique, same outcome, 2 kills. Minutes apart, livers shared like a meal. Now consider what the liver of a great white shark actually is. It can make up nearly 1/3 of the animal's total body weight. It is the densest concentration of energy in the shark's entire body, packed with oils and nutrients. The orcas aren't just hunting great whites. They are specifically, deliberately, and repeatedly targeting the most valuable organ in the ocean's apex predator. Every single time. And the most chilling part? Scientists now believe Port and Starboard are teaching other orcas to do the same. The behavior is spreading. Single orcas, hunting alone, have now been observed killing great whites in multiple locations. This isn't random predation anymore. The consistency across continents, across different pods, across different oceans suggests this hunting technique is being learned and culturally transmitted. It's spreading, and it's getting more efficient. In the Gulf of California, a separate pod known as Moctezuma's pod has been filmed using the exact same technique, flipping juvenile great whites upside down, paralyzing them, extracting their livers. Researchers believe warming ocean temperatures may be pushing young, inexperienced sharks into the orca pod's hunting territory, giving them access to prey that hasn't yet learned to fear them. Adult great whites flee the moment they detect orcas. The juveniles don't know to run yet. So what happens to an ocean when its apex predator disappears? When great whites vanish from an ecosystem, the animals they kept in check begin to overpopulate. Seal populations surge. The balance between predator and prey at every level below the shark begins to shift. Species that were controlled by the fear of the shark now move differently, feed differently, reproduce differently. Marine biologist Alison Towner, who led the key research on this phenomenon, put it plainly. There is only so much pressure an ecosystem can take, and the impacts of orcas systematically removing great white sharks are likely far wider reaching than we currently understand. Here is what makes this story genuinely historic. The great white shark spent millions of years at the top of the ocean's food chain. It survived every mass extinction. It outlasted the dinosaurs. And in less than a decade, Two orcas with collapsed dorsal fins and a taste for shark liver have driven them out of one of their most important habitats on Earth, and appear to be teaching others to do the same. The footage captured that day off Mossel Bay didn't just document an unusual predation event. It documented the moment we realized something we thought was impossible was not only possible, it was already well underway. The ocean's apex predator has an apex predator, and it's getting better at the job every year. Subscribe to NatureCrest for weekly videos on the wildlife realities most channels are too cautious to show you.